be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No.
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no. So you...
Paimon could tell.
Oh, they disappeared too quick.
So you'd like...
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah, we're...
Well,
but don't we just...
no, you mustn't let your guard down. Yes, you're the story of
A child?
my father, even though and once it finds... But what if the fairy tale... Well, I wouldn't...
So you mean...
It's all here. Both the Is it really...
why
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark this...
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and... Wait! Did you hear some...
Paimon? Traveler? Paimon are... Huh? Oh, Thelx?
Huh?
No, I think... Sure, I know the name because following...
Huh?
Yeah, but it's alright.
Huh.
The fish? Ah, these... So...
So that...
Yes. I'm sorry.
Hey,
But...
nope, if we tell them now that it was all... Exact...
Huh. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some...
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, that's... So that's...
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in... it's not...
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you.
I wanted to install a language as it stands. I have
That does...
the other...
A weapon?
Mm-hmm.
What an
Well, regardless of his role or species,
Whoa, Thelxie just said something...
he can
That's a pity.
Sounds good. Ah, here we go. I have this testing man. Want to give it a try? Okay. Then let's move on to the underwater part. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already... Okay. should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out. Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back.
Ah, Fremine, you're back.
I'm sorry.
There's no...
Oh,
Yes, I see.
It's really...
Greetings, my new...
Oh, do you really
Of course.
obsess?
Ah, so you...
Well, Fremini told...
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. But it would be quite...
Sure!
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the... Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as... Yes.
Huh.
Thank you, little
Oh, no.
mm,
No!
The family doctor...
Huh?
uncontrollable delusion.
Then...
It's a dream that he...
Amazing!
But perhaps...
How could the story...
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case,
My poor child can no longer...
perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy. He once wanted to make a picture book.
Ah! So Zuria's son also saw Felxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the water imp prince is eventually able to... We'll need to chase a...
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does...
Because we need to treat the book story, but
Ah, like...
there are some ruins.
Oh, so we'll just...
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously, And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or,
It's all right. There's no... Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps? All right, everyone.
Zeria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to If things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine!
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just... No. Please don't... They say there are end from the...
What?
Yeah, that's just the nature of it.
Yeah, that's...
Really.
Yeah! After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds. So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark! Hey, what?
Anyway, and Pear is the town's...
Pear? But didn't you
Well,
make...
No, it might just...
Specific...
Yeah.
Really?
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world. I have...
Really? Like a...
Well, if that's in order.
Hey! Now's not the time! Brevity still has Doxy's weapon to make. We don't want...
Right. I still... Thanks for...
I got a new letter from the informant. Looks like the situation. Take it easy.
I've taken a look.
Oh, God. I have to say,
This door.
even if the...
Oh, I understand. Oh, don't architect.
Anyway, that's...
Hey, young man.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision. Actually, while we're on that, what are you... Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass.
I know you're already keeping that guy. Another glass.
You've got it.
It really... perhaps getting... I would spend a lot... I suppose that all of this...
Here's your drink.
Boss,
The meaning, anyway.
what do you... Yes, art... Let's say the problem... He understands nothing about... Okay, well, there's no time...
My apologies. If I choose you...
to be perfectly... Even now, I am aware that I've produced several...
Yes, it's just... the timber.
Architectural design, same with the tile. If all you need...
Actually,
I think the...
I want...
We've gone through...
Thank you. I still have a few...
I also have a similar... He does seem really... That's actually... The more actually... Who knows how... Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking. Hey, look!
Didn't I tell you? Plus,
Oh, you won't have to... I don't have...
you used...
I know there are...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He used to be a member.
Take it easy.
We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who are you? Why did you dress up like a merchant to talk to me about our project? There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep hiding things from us. I don't work with individuals.
Believe me.
A library? I've heard that the...
You're right. The desert is... And what's... All I know, I don't have much longer left. I didn't want you to...
To the point that you even...
When I first... Someone agreed. After that, I spent a while collecting information. By the way,
Just a hunt. I ran into... He said that he... And after that, according to...
those kind...
Ultimately, neither of our... Yeah? Anyway,
That's what I've done the math. So,
by...
to be honest, all I want is to build it. A while ago, I know that. So even if...
Yeah, my father, I'm sure a child, but let's bring... Building it slightly... Most art, while it's true, to completely... However, to make up for the...
I see.
It just as for inspiration.
Aruv,
Okay,
is there something?
let me think. We want to keep the...
All right.
What are you waiting for?
Take it easy.
Most material... There are a lot of...
Oh, don't worry.
Scanning! Yeah.
Time to act. No, my sword! Rain cutter!
it's one thing. I don't think few most.
Is there someone?
And sometimes I joined the, if at all possible.
I think it's maybe he's doing this out of natural. Some people call, but my situation when I was young, he set off. I never saw. I started doing many things at this point. I've tried. Maybe I could be doing. Anyway, I've known. He told me. I still believe. Unfortunate, as you can see. And when I. Oh, either way. All right. Here, it's my toolbox. I'll take Marat.
Traveler?
Ah,
Hello.
education.
I've
been commissioned.
A library?
That's right.
That's fantastic.
Let me get straight. Oh, and all right, Badawi. The parts of the I want to make our final. Marak has produced a sketch for all the inspiration. I must give you according to the. In the meantime. We meet again.
Huh?
That's what we. There's no.
Believe me.
Alive. I've heard that the.
You're right. The desert is. And what's all I know? I don't have much longer left. I didn't want
To the point that you.
when someone agreed. After that, I spent a other way.
Just. I ran into. He said that after that, according to him,
Those kind.
ultimately, neither of our. Yeah. Anyway,
That's what I've done the math. So,
by.
to be honest, all I want is to build this a while ago. I know. So even if
My father, I'm sure a child, but let's building it a. Sponsor? Doesn't. What do you think?
it's all.
Well, you're her. Let's go and.
When I saw
Hey, Kate, what is the point?
that's exactly if you ask me.
You're hopeless.
Oh, so you have an merchant? Oh,
I'm
sure.
a fee.
Of course, since we've known
500. Besides,
three of my business partners came by. You can wait here.
Dory gave us a beef.
all right.
So it's.
Correct.
Then
I'm not too concerned.
so what? Besides,
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates after all.
Well, just
Then how about...
wouldn't that
Yes.
I'll just give a whole sweep. I've been to the desert. Education and
you
even the green...
you
Wait, but it seems
what?
What?
in other words, if we want to build,
Then there's no hurry.
Is there nothing else to discuss?
I'll be off as well.
it seems like the other.
Hey! Well, what can I say? Yeah, looks like we'll have to...
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it? Oh?
Please don't...
What? You can try to...
This isn't just... Also, if you... I'll pay...
Alright, since you're so... In fact,
What? I would like to... So,
follow me. This is the place.
you said you're going to...
You still don't get it.
Huh?
Well, it'll be a pretty...
Seriously? Where's this general...
The reasons are not... However, you...
I get it.
Splendid.
This way? Of course. I must thank you. Now, let's have a... Huh? The deed? So hold on a sec.
Oh my. So, from my perspective...
But what about my...
Huh? But before I could...
It's obvious to...
Huh? You...
Fine. I'm going to...
Let's move out. Oh, actually, while we're on that, what are you doing? Anyway, thanks for looking out. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass of juice.
I know you're already keeping a secret from that guy, though. Another glass.
You've got it.
It really is. Perhaps getting used to... I would spend a lot of... I suppose, though, all of this makes for...
Here's your drink.
Boss,
The meaning of art. Anyway, I don't know.
what do you think? Exactly. In Sumeru, it's too bad that I'm not... Sounds great. I mean, my mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawing. Perhaps, unfortunately, I did remember at the time I hadn't quite come. It's been a really long time. Either way, thanks for reminding. If you want to stick around and see how. All right. Let me see. Anyway, there's. Decision. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing? Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass of...
I know you're already keeping that guy. Oh. Another glass.
You got it, sir.
It really is every other. Perhaps getting. I would spend a lot of. I suppose all of this makes for.
Here's your drink.
Boss.
The meaning of anyway. I don't.
What do you think? No worries. It's been bothering. Sounds great. A different. I think it's just a sake. And if I want to make. Hold on. Maybe I'll be able. Yeah, it's been.
I heard that you are to make a
Unless.
Well,
I understand. I obviously never had your reputation. Not judging from the look on your face. With that said,
are you serious? But besides,
compared to the class, unlike the act, it just so regardless of.
See. What do you think, Traveler?
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal.
As for the pay, 300,000. I have to go make some preparations now.
I was never I've hosted free lectures before, but thanks so much. Now, all right.
was up last night preparing.
Lesson plan at the training center has already developed its own set of teaching material. Sure. It's almost done.
Huh. So you've already developed... There's something else I want to ask, though.
No need to stress. There are 14 classes.
20 people.
Oh, and one last... I'm sorry to say this, but you're...
Sorry about that.
Hey there. Can I? Oh, I heard. Did you hear? Really makes you...
That's true, but for those who can't pass the...
Man, to have...
All class is over.
No, you weren't...
Oh, don't get me started. I'll calm you may fool an amateur. In my opinion, there are tens of thousands of architects who can critically evaluate the quality all these students are doing in classes. How can they expect to become
But, Mr. What's the big deal anyway? It's not...
You're studying?
Yeah, my biggest...
Huh.
But how? Mr. He also said that as long... It won't be long before I can...
Come on.
But...
You... Let's go, traveler.
What's wrong, Carly? You look quite flustered. Did one of my students... Were the students not astute enough for your liking?
Yeah, I'm mad at them. And even students are all here hoping for a... If your client, you know all...
You may deny it. Our clients care of it. Why should we, if it's near and far?
Wait, how does that...
We are already stuck. That's right. None of the students. More students.
And then what? When that happens...
But that's just... Oh, and also, I'm not scared of things.
You... I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being. I am beyond disappointed in you.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? If you still can't accept something like this, do you just plan on keeping that worthless naivete of yours until the end of time? Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. In the end, art is just another business. Successful at running a business is an art form in itself. I urge you to think about what I've said. As the light of the Ksharawar, you've accumulated plenty of fame. It's high time that you use those resources. Think it over.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. Of course, he is the most that they could accuse him of. Oh? Did you know? Yeah, the rate he gave. If you're gambling everything on me, right? We're never going.
Oh, Mr.
Class finished a what?
I want...
Of course, it's a good thing that.
Res?
Yes, and for most people, going from.
Just as I...
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Don't listen to him. Why would I?
But Mr. He told all this...
How? And what was the... Yeah. Need to find that merchant. A good idea.
We last saw...
Well, it's still... We need to do... more for
Yes.
Alkami. My
Oh, let me. Oof. Call that a
and what if the
What do you mean? And even it's hard work. Anyway,
I just did some of course the if you actually even my creditor
what are you trying to say, huh? Too many people.
there are only a few That's called following orders.
Feeling lucky today?
Gotcha. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
You want this one?
Well, I don't think.
Debt has but my debt, but these you so
Ha! And if we're going to talk about.
ha people grow. Sino?
My vacation. I see. As it is highly... Any funds would...
That should anyway.
It's no trouble. Just a... Did you accept?
He promised to
I wouldn't have gone... Either way, though.
Hey!
Let's get back to...
Huh.
The reward will...
Fine.
Is there anything...
I want to go
Sure.
Alright.
I have a few...
To think, I'll still. It's a little ironic. How should I put the argument? Alkami's suggestion would have allowed every scholar. Just speaking, if I stopped at that point, it's certainly not. My thanks again for being such a great. All right.
Training center.
Mr. Kavi.
Only the... Why? Huh?
Now that I'll keep instruct. Oh, also, architecture is. If you want to design, just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up.
We'll try.
All right, everyone, pack your stuff. You'll know. This lighthouse, the point of today, I just want you to don't think about how.
So,
Yep. As long as you think in my both the study, so at least for what do you think? Alhaitham isn't in. Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. I'm happy for her. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, obviously I would... Now the criticism, and I admit that I'm... my bill... Oh, I was super... Unfortunate, it was only a few days later that my mother took me... She didn't scold me. Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box? Huh. This is when I was a child. Huh. Wonder what... If only I could... Hey, it's not a... Who knows? Maybe this time. I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried my name. I've even tried... I wouldn't try that right. Yeah, everyone's life journey... I just... What do you think? I'm glad you agree.
take it easy.
Of all the... Who created many designs that... If I had to give a reason, it'd probably be... The Academia also had a rule that allowed... Here, this is a great example. This book, History of Ancient Sumeru Architecture, contains some analysis that I did many years ago. is Alhaitham's handwriting also in here? When did he ever read this book? Ah, I guess it's probably from when we worked on that research project together. Anyway, he probably never cared to tell you this, but the House of Dana is where Alhaitham and I first met. I came here to do my homework, and saw him sitting by himself next to that row of bookshelves. A group of Haravatat scholars were chatting near him, but he looked as if he was too lazy to join them. There was a pretty stark difference between him and all the rest of them. It was my fault for feeling bad for him. I thought he must have gotten into some kind of trouble and went over to ask if he needed anything, not realizing that...
Not realizing that you were in fact the one in a whole heap of trouble?
Alhaitham? Why are you here?
The House of Dana is a public space.
But shouldn't...
You think I came here to...
All right, I had...
There was nothing when I was still a... We had a number... The more important question is... I see. Oh.
Huh?
Sure. Leave any words as a result.
What? Okay, just you wait. I'm going to fix this right now. I'll dig all the books out and return them to the proper shelves.
Oh. Anyway, you were about put through the ringer. He probably did suffer quite a bit, that's true. But the satisfaction, there are plenty of architects in Sumer. Clearly, of course, each person is different, and we should respect the admonitions.
Looks like you were having an enjoyable chat while I was gone.
What do you think?
Anyway, you should take a look at this. Look at this comment. See that?
And it looks like...
Me?
Why don't you just move all the... Kaveh had a habit of scribbling and writing in all...
Hey! Oh, actually, I also... Huh? You...
We can all...
If I don't, shouldn't be...
There are...
See? Come on, let's take a stroll.
No need.
Port Ormos. No, I didn't design any one specific... Port Ormos, the arch bridge over there, for example. When we ran into resident, I was still a true, once built. You think so? My budget. Us creative types know better. Yeah, we've spent long enough here. Great. This is a rare... If you ever feel... Won't be able to... Come at me!
Busted.
Allow me!
Fight clear! Isn't this place great? I often come here to clear... You know what, I just take me... Although you could probably... Life is, of course, but still. With different land, the sight here, my pain, they are far... If you were to ask me what art, you think so? Remember that I still... Those who... I'll try... In any case... Alhaitham isn't in. Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. I'm happy for... Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, obviously, Now that I've criticism, I admit that I... I was super... Unfortunate. It was only a few days later that my mother took... She didn't scold... Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box? Huh. What was this again? This is... When I was a child... Wonder what... If only I... Hey, it's not... Who knows? Maybe this time something... I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried mine. I've even tried... I wouldn't try that... So we could... My mother was never... Let me think. Professor Zah... She's older now. Let's go take a look. Tainari.
Oh, I came in, but as soon as I got here, I noticed someone bang. I was thinking about... Yeah. Drinking and you, traveler? You didn't try to stop it? You... Alright. I'll be heading back.
Granny?
Let's move out.
You'd have to be off.
Enough, not.
You're out of your...
Oh, why you...
Professors...
And who... How long... it's which spring...
Hey, don't...
Come on, let... Is far...
Yes. No, not...
That's good tea. Sometimes she was still... She had to make even dirt. She had... But every time...
I'm sure she had...
I do, she said, if you ask.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could...
What are you trying...
My mother left...
You're a person I've taught they would know some client when Faranak...
I see...
No, Faranak...
So instead of understanding, perhaps I'll...
Oh.
Yeah!
Then you being the if you're ever.
Thank you. I wonder what my mother.
They all say I met someone's. We decided the bad news.
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother. This blonde man was from the. Maybe we were.
The one who, the talkative, my husband seems to be friend. I don't think that man. We were not acquainted. Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future.
Who would have thought there's more?
Kaveh, you are. No one will be. Whenever you feel down.
So that's the answer. Well, now that I've read. Although it. Besides, and don't forget. Huh. Well then.
Let's move out. Let's move out.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
I'll hate them all. Are you sure?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you still have... We're celebrating...
Then where's...
She said she wanted... Anyway, the correct... Yes. Anyway.
Never happened.
I just...
You two are hopeless.
Ooh, that's... It's very simple. Instead of focusing on the amount of material you would like to teach...
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably count the number...
It's still more...
As long...
That's your...
So you're saying...
Precisely.
Hey, just to...
What do you say?
Then...
There are only two...
You, Traveler, you aren't associated...
Well said.
Agreed.
Phase 2...
Hey...
Actually...
I'll make sure...
Is there another...
I'm telling you, that...
Have you considered...
It's too... Besides...
Cheer up, Kaveh.
We'll save...
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose